All right, listen, we had to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, don't worry. Zero spoilers ahead. We aren't here to ruin the movie Obsession for you. Everybody's talking about obsession, or go down some intense frame by frame rabbit hole. Think of this as a hype check, not the spoiler report. We're taking you step by step back to look at what this whole story is really throwing at us. The psychological deep dive, the relational red flags, and that paper thin line between genuine passion and total damn unhinged fixation, which is called obsession. So grab your drink, get comfortable. Let's break down what makes a story like this hit so hard and whether the real world looks a little too much like the screen.
Because that movie is wild, but the relationship dynamics?
Even wilder.
So before we jump in, go ahead and like, subscribe, and drop a comment. Let us know what you thought about the movie and about what we're about to say about the movie.
And if you've seen Obsession, tell us your thoughts. If you haven't, you about to tell us your thoughts. I guarantee that.
Exactly. Welcome back to Built Different, the podcast where we talk dating, relationships, and everything in between.
So today's like we kind of thought about it as a bonus episode.
Yeah.
No panel, no guests, just us breaking down a movie that says a lot about modern relationships. And that just made us think a little bit.
Yeah. First of all, the intensity, immediate.
Yes, and it was some red flags. It was probably red flags everywhere in the damn movie.
Everywhere.
From when it first started to the end.
Yes. And the choices, oh my goodness, questionable at best, outright dangerous at its worst.
But that's why we're here. Because the movie exaggerates things. I mean, it's just a movie. But the themes, I think they're pretty real.
Yeah, definitely. So let's talk about the big one. Obsession gets mistaken for love.
Facts. Intensity feels flattering until it becomes controlling. So can you be intense and be happy at the same time?
I think so. I think you can have intense feelings toward each other without being controlling. But I don't know, controlling includes intensity. So you could be intense without controlling, but controlling includes intensity. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Somewhat like that. Yeah. So just calm your intensity down a little bit. How about that?
Maybe just a control.
Don't be all up in my face talking about you love me and can you stay and I love. No.
Right.
Just say you love me once. I'm good.
Right. Well, there's a difference between I love you and I want to spend the rest of my life with you. And I love you more than anything in this world, even myself and everything. And I can never let you go ever. No one can have you but me.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I'll probably be walking out the door. As soon as she gets to I love you more and I'm already out the door.
Yeah. And let's talk about the blurred boundaries. Sometimes that level of intensity is actually really love bombing. And those blurred boundaries paired with the love bombing is a definite red flag.
So I think we as people, I say myself also, we ignore red flags because they're chasing the feeling, not the reality. And sometimes those red flags look like green flags, or they doesn't look like flags at all. They just look like things that may happen at that time. You say, oh, they just did this one time. Oh, they just did this another time until it becomes over and over and over and over.
Yeah. And like I tell my clients sometimes when you're wearing love goggles, red flags don't look red. And sometimes when people have had unhealthy relationships in childhood or childhood trauma, red flags may also not look so red.
So those love goggles are not like a black eye or something, or freaking, you're tired, or you've been drinking a little bit too much, or smoking, whatever you do. Those are really red flags.
Yes, they're distorting reality.
Oh, okay.
In your brain.
Okay, so not contact lenses.
Right.
Okay.
But this movie actually shows the difference between fantasy and actual connection. Do we really have feelings for the real person or the idealized version of them that we've created in our heads based on our fantasies of them?
Kind of like a porn star.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Let's use that example, right?
Can we relate to that? Don't comment.
I mean, but think about it. It is. It's an idealized version of this fantasy woman in your head.
Yeah.
But that's not necessarily the reality of relationships.
Or a fantasy man. Not
or
just
a fantasy man. That's
yes.
right. But it doesn't necessarily address the reality. Same thing with maybe what we call midnight ballerinas. It's a fantasy. And sometimes people attach their idealization or their projection of that person onto their fantasies, and they create a person that's not real. And here's the thing. What we saw in the movie with that, people do that in real life.
So people fall for what they call attention and not intention.
Yes. Yes.
So your intention is to love, but your attention is to get somebody to like you, even though they have that friendship barrier. But your intention is even more detrimental because your intention is what you want and not what they want.
I think that kind of brings up a good point, right? Because attention is nice. It's not like it's a bad thing, right? But if we're giving a lot of attention without intention, right? Like that can create sort of a miscommunication of where the relationship is.
Okay.
Right. And also think about your intentions in the relationship. If you really intend to truly love someone, control is not going to be part of that. Control and love can't really coexist in a relationship.
So when I control the video game Grand Theft Auto, I'm trying to find love on the game. That's not real life.
I don't think that's the same.
Where are my Grand Theft Auto 6 fans? No, I'm just playing. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, I think those are a little bit different. That's still in the fantasy. That's still fantasy. Yeah.
So yeah, people fall for attention and not intention.
Yeah. And then people also confuse obsession or possessiveness with love and commitment. Like you've seen before, I'm sure, people have had where somebody's really possessive and they're like, oh, that's kind of cute. It's not necessarily cute in 5, 10, 15 years as that intensifies over the year.
I mean, obsession is kind of a turnoff, man. Possessiveness. I don't want to be possessive with anyone. You possess me. I want to be with you because I really, truly care about you and I have the same feelings and commitment for love as you. And if I don't have that, then we have something that we need to either work on. We need to go our own separate ways.
Yeah.
Mixed signals, and mixed signals, they come from mixed intentions.
Yes.
When people give you those mixed signals, which I will 100% tell you and all the viewers and all the subscribers the truth. Yes, I gave mixed signals in my lifetime, but I admit to my mistakes of mixed signals because I made it like I liked someone. I made it like I was into someone to get something that was beneficial for me. To me, eventually I was paid back in bad forms, and that was wrong. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You can, and you can't, but you can. But it's always going to be something at the end that's going to put that cake back in your face.
Oh.
So it ain't going to be good until you get it smashed in your face.
Oh, no. You'll regret it.
You're going to really taste it.
Yeah.
So mixed signals, they do give mixed intentions. They do.
Yeah. I mean, mixed signals just cause confusion and heartache.
Yes.
It's much better to be direct about what you want and who you want. I think sometimes maybe even people inadvertently have mixed intentions because they don't want to hurt someone's feelings.
Yes.
But if you think about it, you could either hurt their feelings early on before there's too much commitment or feelings developing, or do it later when there are more intense feelings and it'll just hurt more. Right?
I mean, I did. I gave mixed signals, and I think I hurt friendships that could have been better. But at the time, you don't want to hurt people. So you do give that intention, like you have something that you want to do with this individual. In reality, in the back of your head, you don't want this individual around. You want them to leave as soon as they come.
Yeah, that's...
You want them to drop off food and then continue going.
Oh, no.
So, hey, we all do it. Men and women. I've been given mixed signals from women before, or you play dumb. You act like you don't know.
Oh, so you act like you're receiving mixed signals when you're not actually receiving.
Well, it's kind of like if a woman or a man, if you know that this woman likes you or this man likes you and you play like you don't know, so you give off that but then the whole time you're giving that, hey, I want you, but I don't. So you're kind of what they call habitual line stepper. You're stepping across the line. You're not a step across the line. You're stepping across the line. When you want something, you're stepping across the line. When you don't want something, you're stepping back across the line. So you don't know what you want. And it's game. Those are games. Those are kid games. So I think if you don't want to do it, you tell them no. You don't give them that signal. Sometimes people take a smile that someone gives at them for being a nice gesture. They take that as, oh, they're flirting with me. And no, it's just them.
Right.
You can't help what people look like and what people do in general, as long as they're not being an habitual line stepper. But some people take it to the point where they say, oh, they're flirting with me. They want me. And it's not like that. They're just being a nice person.
So in addition to that, swipe culture tends to make people feel disposable. If we're not intentional about it, our interactions risk becoming superficial and transactional.
An obsession makes people possessions.
Great point.
So obsessing on somebody, obsessing on, someone that you don't have no intention or don't have no intention to be with you, you make them your possession, which is kind of a weird thing, man. I think that's kind of square like that, man. Like, why would I want to be obsessed with somebody? Why would I want to make them a possession? A possession of what? This is not a trophy.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, well, think about the words, right? Obsession, right? This fixation on something or someone, and possession is essentially taking over, right? And if you're talking about possession with a person, taking over a person, that's not okay. That's not love, right? Obsession isn't love. It's insecurity and control dressed up as passion.
Yeah. And intention, not intention, and attention isn't affection. So just because you're giving somebody attention, that's not always affection. A lot of people still confuse the two. Attention feeds the ego. That fed my ego when I was back in the days when I was dating, when I was trying to go. I needed attention from all these different type of women and different type of people. But affection shows up in actions, consistency, and then genuine care from the heart, honestly.
So do you think it would be fair to say that when we're talking about attention feeding the ego, affection comes from a person that's more grounded and it's more of a mutual exchange from two people that feel more secure in who they are, rather than just seeking attention to make yourself feel better?
Like, to me, if you're going to be consistently an a-hole, be consistently a-hole. That means that you love that person, that you stand genuine to your care, and you consistent to what you're doing. So your affection shows up in your action of consistency and genuine care, which is an a-hole. Don't switch up and be like, oh, I want to be nice to her today because, I want something. No, be consistent. I think a lot of us, we want to feed our ego. Our ego is either big or small, and we want to feed it to a point where sometime as men, and I say myself, I always refer to myself because I don't want to speak generally about men, because I am a man and I've been there, and I probably still do it at times. We always want to see if we still got it. That's our ego. So if somebody comes on to us or does something, we may not take it as a point where we're trying to do nothing, but it makes us feel manly, makes us feel like, oh, we still got the thing, and we know we're in a relationship. But at the same time, the affection we show, that like affection I show to my relationship, is I'm not that of affectionate type of person, but I do know what gets to a point where it makes the person I'm with happy. Because I do know the things I can do, and the things that when I do them, it doesn't make me feel a certain type of way, but it just makes me feel genuinely like I care. It don't make me feel all girly. It just makes me feel like, okay, no matter whatever you do, if you're a video gamer, if you're freaking pool, if you go do bowling, whatever you do with the boys, trust me, you still got to be consistent and come home and do your thing at the house. And I'm not talking about sex. I'm talking about genuine care.
That's an excellent point.
And that could be from sitting next to somebody that you love, or even women, the same way men do it, women need to do it.
Yeah. I mean, essentially, we both need affection and physical touch. I remember seeing some research once that in the United States in particular, we are severely undertouched as a society. And you should really get about, I think it's like 20 seconds of like a hug every day for optimal mental health. 20 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but
I'm just saying.
Then I start calling people Sir Touch a lot because you're touching too much. Then you keep your hands to yourself. I don't know where your hands been. Wash them. So I don't know.
Okay. Well, on that note, if dating feels exhausting or confusing or intimidating, you're not alone.
No. And you're not crazy. Modern dating really is different.
Yeah. So if you've seen Obsession, drop your thoughts in the comments. We really want to know what you think.
And if you haven't, watch it on Peacock. Then come back and tell us what you think. Because I'm telling you, you're going to trip out. You already, I say this, you're going to know how the movie starts and ends from the start of the movie because you already feel what the difference is with this movie. This movie is already forming itself to be this type of movie. I can't tell you because I don't want to ruin it for people that haven't seen it.
Yes, but watch it, come back and discuss because we want to discuss it, okay? And before you head out, again, like, subscribe, and comment. We read everything.
And your comments help shape our future episodes. We'll see you next time on Built Different. Later, everybody. Hope you have a good night. Bye.